Happy birthday M3! The midsize sports car is turning 30, and BMW M GmbH is celebrating by issuing a special limited edition in one of the original BMW M3 colors. This special edition is a homage to the past. We basically upgraded our current competition package with a few insignias on the interior and exterior. But the crucial thing is the marcó blue paintwork, which is a special color that was originally created for the Johnny Cecotto M3, a special edition of the first M3. The supercar has been a benchmark for the automotive industry and for the last 5 BMW M3 model generations.
For the M company, the M3 is the core model of our product range, and it is the icon of BMW M. And it stands for agility, precision, dynamics, emotion, of course, and it comes from motorsports.
The first BMW M3 incorporated the full range of race technologies, a truly innovative approach that continues to define the M3 to this day. It's important to remember the very beginning, the first M3, which was developed as a homologation vehicle for racing. Our top priorities back then were performance, predictability and sportiness, and we were uncompromising in our pursuit of all three. Over the generations, that's continued to develop. The BMW M3 combines complete everyday versatility with extreme sportiness. Once a fan, always a fan. That's the way it's always been. The pace of development is sensational. It's great to see how each M3 is better than the last. One thing I remember in particular is the very first DTM M3 race in Hockenheim. That Sunday I won the inaugural race in front of 80,000 spectators. It's the kind of memory that stays with you, and it's great to look back on it. An icon of BMW M GmbH, the BMW M3 is one of the most successful touring cars in the world and has won every competition. The next chapter of the success story is about to begin, with a limited edition of just 500 30 Jahre M3 vehicles. An absolute must-have for aficionados. The BMW M3 is turning 30. And BMW M GmbH is showcasing 4 unusual variants of it to celebrate. BMW M3 Touring, Compact, and 2 pickups from 1986 and 2011. So how did these one-offs come into being? The first pickup was based on the E30 convertible. We made it to transport tires and parts for the DTM, because we had no other way of transporting them at the time. Luckily for the team, the stiff E30 convertible they had was the ideal basis for building a pickup. After 26 years of service on the plant premises, their BMW M3 pickup was replaced. We'd already started work on converting an E93 to succeed the last pickup, and then we hit on an idea. We decided to unveil it as a new model, as an April Fool's joke in 2011. Later, an official press release clarified the facts. Nonetheless, the E93 M3 pickup was approved for use on public roads and included a host of enhancements. This is the classic flange-mounted roll bar. Everything around the passenger cell was converted subsequently. On the new model, the roll bar was integrated, so both vehicles even have targa tops. The various prototypes were perfect for their respective jobs. The BMW M3 Compact, for instance, was born from the idea of creating an entry-level M vehicle. We wanted an affordable vehicle for young people, a counterpart to the Golf GTI, for a price that would attract younger people to BMW M as well. Like the Compact, the BMW M3 Touring was used only in-house for internal testing, but was easily good enough to have made it into series production. At about that time, Audi brought out their RS4 onto the market. So BMW M GmbH decided to adapt the M3 Touring as a potential model to remain competitive. These one-off M3s were all about implementing ideas, learning new things and testing feasibility. And they all provide impressive evidence of what a BMW M3 can do.